All right, so I got these this wrap on. It's a roof heating cable, and looks actually pretty good. It says it's made in USA. Hopefully it's good quality. But basically, I just got it because the price was kind of cheap. Like, it's probably the best price I could find online, and it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks sealed up. And they say you don't want this part to be submerged in water any more than it needs to be. So I'm gonna try to not, but I don't know if you really can, because this part's probably gonna go down in the gutter. I measured it to be practically exactly like a foot, like within a foot. So with these cables, you wanna always check to make sure there's no damage, you know, to the best of your ability. And I'm gonna check it out once I get out and stretch it, you know, before installing and so on. And so you have about 6 feet of this. That's non-heated cable. So that's just basically to get you from the roof to your power box. And so you want to test it before you install it. And the way that you test it is basically, I mean, you can plug it into your control unit, and obviously you want to test your control unit before you install it as well. You can check out my other video on how to test a control unit. For this one, you just plug it in. You just plug it into the wall, and you don't have to uncoil it or anything for this part, because you don't want it to actually get too hot. When you install it, you don't want to cross the cables or double the cables that are to be like next to each other. It's okay if they're within a couple of inches, but you don't want them to be crossing and stuff. And basically, as soon as you feel the heat coming through them, I mean, they work. I mean, this is the end of the cable, and it's warm already. So within a few seconds, I'd say 10 seconds or so, once you feel the heat, and I mean, it's starting to get really loose now, and it's definitely working. So the cable works, yes. I mean, pretty much that's how you test it. You don't have to take it outside or install it to test it. You definitely don't want to install it before testing. That's going to be a real headache for you if you do that. So test it first. Just plug it in, a regular socket, whichever kind you got, whether you got the 240 volts or the 110, whichever one you got, is going to depend. Just plug it into the correct socket, and just as soon as you feel it heating up, it means it works, and then you can install it. So don't install it before testing. All right. Well, I hope that helps you and saves you some time. And of course, when you measure it before you buy the cable, you know, you're going to want to measure it. So just check online. Different cables will have different criteria. This one said to multiply your length by 2.3, but some of them say 2.9. Some of them are even more. So it just depends, and of course it depends on how big your wedges are going to be. Is, you know, you can make it shorter or a little bit longer on your roof. If you get it too long, make the wedges a little bit longer, and you'll be fine. If you get it a little short, well, then just make the wedges a little bit shorter, and then obviously you're going to run it through the gutter and everything, so it melts your gutter, and so the water goes away. And these things, I think, really work. My neighbor has heating coils, and they really helped him out for the ice dams. For us, we actually spray foamed the roof, and it's still formed ice dams. So this is kind of the next step of protection, and I think it's really going to help us out. So I hope it does. Hope it helped you out. If it helped you out, please like the video and subscribe. Thank you.